All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are watching a giant storm moving through the West Coast at 4:48 a.m. And I've been having a lot of problems lately with hackers and agentures and possibly even women. And so, I might be acting a bit paranoid. Just I don't want my stream getting hijacked. So before I couldn't even read the chat. And I was like, dang, I want to be able to read my own damn chat. Right? Right. I think. And so, I'm here trying to bring the storm to you. And in this majorly massive monster storm, I always get really confused about the people who don't want me to bring that information where it may technically save lives, because this storm is hitting like a hurricane, and it is pushing gobs and gob-stopping amounts of rain up into the Sierras, like almost how the mountains were carved, where the hurricane just kept pushing it up, the dirt up against the mountains. And so, plus the electrical processing. But I'm saying, as far as storms go, I don't ever remember seeing a storm like this coming into California. And it's been acting so bizarre that, like this wind field right here. Does this thing work? Anybody here? No. Oh. I know a way to go. Sorry, it's going to probably be boring and unfun part of the video, but I'm going to go to my channel. I'm going to say, what is this fool up to? Oh, hell yeah. I'm live now. Nah, I got weird. I just gotta keep the volume down, it's fine. Okay, nobody's in here. Maybe. Okay, now that we've gotten past the matrixy weird shit, I'm back on this storm. Like stink on poop. I'm gonna light a cigarette. And thank you to Timberlake. Yelling timber. Like Pitbull. Yeah, so the entire atmospheric process that is going on is worth watching. I mean, it's creating these straight lines and V's, and you got lows kicking back and forth like they were do-si-doing. It's definitely a good time to smoke them if you got them. And dance if you can. That looks like a dragon spinning off the East Coast. You should load way faster, man. And so it is 2:52 a.m. Oh, yeah, and so since it was Chris Cornell tribute night in Los Angeles, I want everybody to stay 90s cool. And up until Cobain died, we all believed that peace was pretty possible. And we were headed in a good direction. And then Cobain died, and then Biggie died, and Tupac died, and then shit went downhill. Next thing you knew, it was 9/11. Anywho, I'm just trying to say we are kicking it back because I've been under fire all week. And technically for like the last 3 months nonstop. And I'm pretty sort of broke. Yeah, this is technically a party then. And so if you want to be here, you got to stay positive. You got to stay cool. You can be mad at who you want to. I just don't want to deal with it here tonight. I hope you can handle that, because I've been talking about the storm for like 2 weeks. So technically, I have cabin fever with this thing, and it is more impressive than I thought it would be. And so I'm kind of, and I think Cranky and I have referred to the thing when you're watching a system and the situation of the system is just so amazing, you really can't look away. You know, like a wonderfully beautiful naked woman who's in front of you, who is consenting to be in front of you. They had that in the mid-90s. Yeah. And so they took away rock and roll and they gave us Gillette commercials about toxic masculinity. So we went from like Pearl Jam and Soundgarden and Smashing Pumpkins and Alice in Chains. What was it? REM? Man, music was kicking in 90, 95. Up into 99. Up into like a... Anyway, what was it talking about? Oh, yeah, so these storms that look like dragons and those look like two eyes. In this situation here where the models aren't getting it right, and who can blame them? Like the two lows, it forms like a couple little lows, and then they start to counterclockwise the other way. See that? And so the model's now saying this big storm is going to like roll up the coast and then head back over towards China and Russia, which is extremely abnormal. And this whole situation's abnormal. Like this California blizzard, technically the snow that is hitting up here is California blizzard conditions. Where did you go? All right. Yeah, the shit that is hitting the mountains, the Sierra Nevada, that is blizzard conditions. You've definitely had some wind gusts over 60 miles per hour with this system. And if we back out, boom. I need you to go slower, faster. Wait, go at the pace that makes you comfortable. I mean, that's a lot of moisture coming in. And the storm that is now moving over the middle of the United States appears to be a lot thicker than I thought it would be. So that too is super interesting. And then you got our government that shut down. And then you got Brexit to where it's kind of like they're shut down, but they're not. And so everybody's kind of doggy paddling while arguing, which is really weird. And it kind of looks like a weird The Children of the Forest from Game of Thrones. I don't know why my voice sounds weird. But does it sound as weird like this? It looks like sprites there in the sky. Children of the Forest and Game of Thrones walls of ice. Only do it. Only do it. All right, yeah, I'll only do that in the right moments. But because it looked like a magical creature. See him with the head, and then like your shoulder arm, or over here. Yeah, so that's a lot more moisture than we thought we'd be getting, and this storm is definitely more intense than the models had drawn it up to be. And if we kick it to the future, boom. All right, if you're just joining us, you got to be mid-90s cool, where everybody got along. It was kind of like Cheers, or if we said something about somebody else, it was in a loving, joking way. Kind of like Norm was always at the bar. Clavin was always talking about crazy, cool, geek stuff. Sam was funny, charming, but a bit machismo. And Woody was just cool. Carla was loyal, wild, and wacky. And Diane was insufferable and absolutely lovable at the same time. We're talking about, oh yeah, smoke if you got 'em. Look at all that friggin' moisture, man. And so, and the models have this thing. So the models are saying this thing is going to head back west. And this wet junk in the trunk snake with the giant red split down the middle. The models had this thing heading straight up. But if it doesn't do that, if it were to hit anywhere from central to California, I don't know, wherever this thing is going to go and add moisture on top of, this is going to cause, I mean, this is just this storm here. This is rolling up the coast. This is our thing. It went here and then it rolled up the coast and it's rolling backwards. And then this is the next major tail, and I'm not sure the models have it correct. So that's a big situation. know? And what if Gillette is just trying to distract you from the weather, bro? Or ma'am? You know, kind of like I should be able to say, shit crackers if the house is on fire. Or if we're having to sit on a roof because there's 12 feet of water around us in our entire neighborhood. I'm like, this shit sucks. And you can't be like, Bobby, watch your mouth. You know? Wow, there's a giant hammer tea. Call it what you will. Look at that thing. See? Carbon's not creating these crazy shapes. It's the solar system. That's Boshock, baby. That's totally Boshock. Don't make me hit the delay. Oh, what did you do? That is definitely Boshock. This would be the harmonizer. This is an A. No, I'm staying cool. It's the eclipse energy. If you're new here, yeah, I get wild with the eclipse energy. You're probably thinking crazy thoughts too. Do I have any? Is anybody here? 18 watching. Oh. See, but you say it looks like it's been a hard, like this don't, unless it's aliens, the only way that I'm going to have, like, I don't know. I'm 47. I've been around the block. I've talked to a lot of fucking people, and I'm really smart, and I used to be super handsome. Plus, I'm hilarious. So everybody loves to talk to me. So I got to talk to a whole swath of people. And they're all normal fucking people. They're not like superhero, like with 10,000 IQs that they're not. Nobody's got everything under control. It's Occam's razor, bro. And the whole thing that like there's some giant unified group. If it is, then it's got to be planetary, or it's like the company. So there, I mean, but it's not. This is big end game shit, man. Yep. But I'm pretty damn sure I nailed it with my planetary orbital angular momentum, and that the sun is a thing, and the planets are a thing. And so look at this. This is a straight line. You see that, Johnny? So we are out on the flank as the whole thing spins around like a top or a dreidel, right? And so we're like the balls on the dreidel. There's a sexy description for you. And so there's a straight line. And so we're almost on a right angle box. This is crazy shit. And so we've been on this little Eris line for a long fucking time, man. It's almost like if I could feel the Eris energy, which is discord, arguing. So we've been around here with this whole lineup, and Venus used to be by our side and very angry at us, dark side Venus, for like 4 or 5 months. And she likes to turn her scorpion and sting me a lot. And that is a collective, where we've had to pay for all the sins of all men throughout the last 10,000 years. What was I talking about? So yeah, I don't, I expect it's 2019. If we don't get our act together, we're going to start losing a lot of people. And so, HAARP, like referring to a nuclear bomb. That was the 40s. They have shit that is so much better than HAARP now. And that's the whole thing, is you have different groups inventing, it's like new destructive technologies. And I'm telling you guys, romance fucks it up way more than you guys would ever imagine. When you talk about like when people speculate on, it's like the Illuminati and shit. Well, they get jealous too, and that throughout all of mythology, we talk about the beauty of women, where it's like, unless you have some type of honor, you'll always have them battling like hell in the face that launched 1,000 ships. That like, I don't know, getting the top 6 dudes to totally agree with that weird competition in the capitalist 2,000-year setup we've had. It's way more difficult. Anywho, the people at chemtrails, man, I've been telling you solar management for a while. It's solar management, solar radiation management, and the whole HAARP, like you're having giant magnetic field changes and attract back 100 years, 200 years. It's when all the gas giants go on the same side, shit gets wonky and earthquakey, and the earth kind of changes. That's how it carves itself, like a weird self-carving statue. I don't even know. Oh yeah, and I'm grumpy. Look at that thing though. So yeah, for the people, the Chris Cornell people in Los Angeles, if anybody's out there, you have any loved ones out there, this thing is moving south. And so and that red line right there has potential to cause a lot of problems. And in this jet, it will be going south. And so at about 5 a.m. LA time, it's going to probably cause flooding in the Malibu Woolsey area. And we've already lost 5 people to this storm. 5 people have died. We lost 10 people in the last winter storm that moved across America. Those numbers are way too high. But just watch the top of the mountains. That is so cool. And I don't know. And it gets frustrating. It's kind of like having a classroom. Except you're not the professor. They're also the people there calling out their theories as well. And mine has a lot of backing, And that's like I've been talking about that. I don't know, civilization's been here for a long time. And you have volcano chains that literally created these fucking islands. You have volcanoes here. So these volcanoes have been going off. South American volcanoes have been going off. And the volcanoes stop about here. And then they pick back up again over here. And then they go down the rest of the Ring of Fire. Now, we haven't had any volcano activity, but St. Helens went off in 80. Okay? And that's Washington. And so the fact that these volcanoes are dormant, but in the 1800s, you had 7 volcanoes erupting when all the gas giants were on the same side. Like, in the magnetic field, let's go back to this. I see the whole thing when people like harp and, man, it's a basic, and remember the solar system spins around. What was it talking about? Yeah, the changing magnetic field. Earth's north magnetic pole is racing away from Canada towards Siberia. The green line traces the pole's surprising and accelerating motion in recent decades. So, it's kind of like, it seems pretty simple. And, what is the point of chemtrailing when the pole is moving that much? It's solar radiation management. And so, like I've been saying, we can adapt to this shit. You can figure out where the new... I've even talked to people who have been adapting to possibly where the safe spots are or where the new habitated spots. Like, there is the shit going on that where if you have a lot more money, you can quote-unquote prep better. Then it depends on how out of hand shit gets. I don't know. So I'm saying, like, technically, how many people can really have this conversation? Like 100? Yeah, I'm grumpy. Like I said, the shit kicked out of me all week. For a long time. Since 2014, man. Oh, yeah. Let me put this. Okay. Perfect. You can leave now if you want to. This is what I'm talking about. Like, I started my YouTube channel. I was like, hey, this is fun. I'm great at making videos. My film degree might actually do something. What was it? Car in the Ocean. And this is the first time a millionaire guy who worked for a defense contractor world group pretty much kind of threatened to kill me in person. And That bothered me. And so I made this video. And then so what I'm saying, like, for the first 2 years, it was kind of fun, and then it got really kind of dangerous. If that makes any sense. Why is everything going so slow? And so here, this is it, December 3rd, 2014. Hey, they were kicking off like, men are bad. Okay. You don't have to stay if you don't want to.
This presentation.
Thor News presents.
I now give to you some Thor poetry. I know, yay, right? Okay, I'll count down from 5. You can leave now if you can't handle it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I got a message from a man from Mars today. He said, I'm sorry, but boy, you made me late. And now you're just gonna be another car in the ocean. And now you're just gonna be another car in the ocean. And now you're just gonna be another car in the ocean. There ain't no alchemy that can give my time back to me, he said. And I knew for sure I didn't want to be a fucking car in the ocean. I knew for sure the waves roll around. Can't always make up for lost time. Neither one of us needs to be a car in the ocean. Yeah, none of us need to be a car in the ocean. Party dance time. Oh, and in case you didn't know, that's Venus.
Oh. Wait. One more, and I'm going back to the storm. Trying to do the refresher course. And so that's what I'm kind of saying. I don't know. It's like, if you're going to work together with people who are going to work together, you can't have everybody just calling everybody names and calling out conspiracy theories that they heard on the fucking internet. Like, you're literally trying to work with people for the benefit of millions or billions of people. And that, like, crappy false accusations that have a meme of support isn't helping anybody. And so, like, everybody's got to work shit out. And
stay cool.
What was I talking about? Oh, yeah.
This is a Thor News
See
presentation.
if you can peep this.
Thor News presents.
This is like a month later.
I just want what Newton wants.
3
to
months later.
reinforce stability and harmony in the civic world. Wouldn't that be nice?
Hit the button, baby.
And there is very grave danger that an announced need for increased security will be seized upon by those anxious to expand its meaning to the very limits of official censorship and concealment.
Guess I did it. Wow. Seriously? Shut your face. Who else could it be? Who else better than me to be hosting the show? People know who the F I is. I'm a pro. The right time and place for me to be. I'll say it. Congratulations to me. So here we go.
Yeah, y'all know what it is. Katy Perry, Juicy J.
The very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society. And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. We decided long ago that the dangers of excessive and unwarranted concealment of pertinent facts far outweighed the dangers which are cited to justify it. That I do not intend to permit to the extent that it's in my control.
Listen up, listen up. You should dare step in front of me, but that's okay, you see, because now I'm the queen. No, I don't want to be misunderstood. I hope you haters know, most importantly, congratulations to me, yeah.
we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means for expanding its sphere of influence, on infiltration instead of invasion, on subversion instead of elections, on intimidation instead of free choice, on guerrillas by night instead of armies by day. It is a system which has conscripted vast human and material resources into the building of a tightly knit, highly efficient machine that combines military, diplomatic, intelligence, economic, scientific, and political operations. Its preparations are concealed, not published. Its mistakes are buried, not headlined. Its dissenters are silenced, not praised. No expenditure is questioned, no rumor is printed, no secret is revealed.
I dedicate this song to everyone in need. You got the gist of the song, sing along. Congratulations to me, yeah. Who's the hostess with the mostest? Right, I'm gonna be the focus. Oh yeah. Congratulations to me, yeah. SELENA to the Gomez. Yeah, you know I'm the dopest.
No way. Yeah, so I don't even know. What were we talking about? Oh, this giant storm that is rolling over California and the moving magnetic pole and how you can build super cities and you can technically build stuff underground. And you could take the abundance of Earth and make everything awesome. And so, yeah, we've been in this thing where, I don't know, for 20 years, it's been like competing end games. And, I don't know, it's 2019 now, you know? And I still think everybody working together as one Earth family and that taking care of the 1 billion families on Earth and the animals and the oceans and the lakes, the rivers, that's the way to go, you know? Stop having everybody hide all the best ideas. I don't know if aliens are involved, then we might be, the situation might be more problematic than I guessed. But then, what if the aliens were like gangs? Because it's a whole solar system, man. And so, like, it's almost like Earth is the meeting spot for every planet, and every planet has like a creature or that represents their planet here on Earth, and we're all having to work it out in the year 2019. And that, as JFK pointed out, things have been moving fast since the industrial age, since the invention of electricity and the phone. And the combustion engine. Well, we got the rockets and space shuttle and moon, and then we got the TV. Well, not the TV, we got the smartphone. We got cable. That's what it was. The 24-hour cable. And then you had social networking. And so people have lost contact with what is real. I believe, I don't know, it's eclipse energy. I always get weird around eclipse energy because things get weird. Oh my God. So the coolest, one thing I want to point out, oh yes. If you're here, I'd like you to be mid-90s cool in honor of Chris Cornell. Oh, is the audio bad? Man, I hope everybody's being cool in honor of Chris Cornell. I'm gonna roll to the data for a second. Yeah, I'm here. But I got tears in my eyes because we lost Chris Cornell. Chester Benningfield. Prince. Tom Petty. The list is long.
Yeah, here we go for the 100th time. Hand grenade pins in every line. Throw 'em up and let something shine. Going at 'em up in mine. Filthy mouth, no excuse. Find a new place to hang this noose. String me up from atop these roofs. Knot it tight so I won't get loose. Truth is you can stop and stare. Run myself out and no one cares. Dug the trench out, lay down there with a shovel up out of reach somewhere. Yeah, someone pour it in. Make it a dirt dance floor again. Say your prayers and stop it out when they bring that chorus in. I bleed it out, digging deeper just to throw it away. I bleed it out, digging deeper just to throw it away. I bleed it out, digging deeper just to throw it away. Just to throw it away. Just to throw it away. I bleed it out. Go, stop the show. Choppy words in a sloppy flow. Shotgun opera, lock and load. Cock it back and then watch it go. Mama help me, I've been cursed. Death is rolling in every verse. Candy paint on his brand new hearse. Can't contain him, he knows he works. This hurts, I won't lie. Doesn't matter how hard I try. Half the words don't mean a thing, and I know that I won't be satisfied. So why try ignoring him? Make it a dirt dance floor again. Say your prayers and stop it out when they bring that chorus in. I bleed it out, digging deeper just to throw it away. I bleed it out, digging deeper just to throw it away. I bleed it out, digging deeper just to throw it away. Just to throw it away. Just to throw it away. I bleed it out. I've opened up these scars. I'll make you face us. I pulled myself so far. I'll make you face us. No! I bleed it out, digging deeper just to throw it away. I bleed it out, digging deeper just to throw it away. I bleed it out, digging deeper just to throw it away. Just to throw it away. Just to throw it away. I bleed it out, digging deeper just to throw it away. I bleed it out, digging deeper just to throw it away. I bleed it out, digging deeper just to throw it away. Just to throw it away. Just to throw it away. I bleed it out. I bleed it out. I bleed it out.
Yeah, I played football in the time that Dimebag Darrell was from. As a paladin, we've lost a lot of good musicians and good comedians. And so they had a benefit for Chris Cornell tonight in LA. And man, we've lost, since Cobain, we've lost a lot of them.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to get through this thing called life. A lecture of word life breaks forever. That's a mighty long time, but I'm here to tell you. Punch your higher floor. Don't lie, the world you're living in. Take a look around. At least you got friends. I call my old lady for a friendly word. She picked up the phone.
Oh no, let's go.
Let's go crazy. Let's get nuts. Look for the purple banana till they put us in the truck. Let's go. I'm excited. Don't know why. Maybe it's 'cause all gonna die. When we do, what's it all for? Belly now, for grip people come knocking on your door. Tell me, gonna let the elevator break us down. Oh no, let's go crazy. Let's get nuts. Look for the purple banana till they put us in the truck. Let's go. Come on, baby. Let's get nuts. Yeah. Let's go crazy. Gonna let the elevator break us down. Oh no, let's go crazy. I said let's go crazy. Let's go. Everything will be alright. Make everything go wrong. Feeling down the hill. Tough trouble. He's coming. He's coming.
There was this Spider-Man when I was growing up, and I was a boy, teenager. Whoa. P-R-I. They had this character. It was a Spider-Man Annual 2. This will take me a second, but it'll be worth it. I can't spell because I have tears in my eyes. Because you count down the list of all the people we've lost. Like, Mitch Hedberg should have been a fucking national treasure. Like, if I was Planetary Defense Commander back in 95 or 96, when we lost him, like, before that, I'd have been like, all right, hell no, do everything you can, keep that dude alive. Like, every good comedian Earth has, and we don't have a lot of them. Like, do what you can to keep him alive and keep him funny. It's like having to explain to a whole world why having funny people in the world is a good thing. Like, you just need it. You need comedy. And so, this annual issue 6, the annual, it was slick, I think. He was like Prince, and him and Spider-Man fought over a girl who was in the middle somewhere. But he was just always a little cooler than Peter because he was Prince, man. Prince was fucking, like as a guitar player, singer, song, like, he was amazing. And then he tried to fight the music company with a K, but you know, they can't. Their resources, they have control of almost everything except for the weather in the solar system. There's 33 people watching now. Everybody being cool. What time is it for Thor? 5:33. That would be 3:30 California time. And this is 24 hours ago, and I went to the beach with Fitzroy, the other half of Silver Blue Sun. And, like sticks and wood. And then this crane was amazing. It was cool how the ocean, there's life everywhere, and all the creatures seem pretty happy in their natural process. And I don't ever remember seeing a bird flying that didn't seem like it was like, yay, I'm flying. And there were some little birds that were running around. I don't know. It's like Earth gives us enough for everybody and everything. We just gotta learn to use it well together. And so, like, yeah, everybody's gotta stop hiding all the best ideas. You know? This isn't the post-industrial age depeg the dollar from gold 1971 credit boom of the 80s with 30-year mortgage back security. Like, we're all like here and now, and nobody's in full control. You know? Things are chaotic all over, and we have to work together as one Earth family, because there are 1 billion families, and nobody has the power to destroy God's people. Okay. Oh, that almost looks like a cute animated character's face. There are eyes, and there's her hair, and there are little elf panda tiger ears. Who knows? And then this kind of looks like a spaceship, but it's a mean sea level pressure point, and this is the weirdest wind field I've ever seen over here. You got a bunch of processes going on. And that 975, I think we put it at a category 2 strength. Wind field. I think the wind's at like 60. 45, and it had gusts of like 60. We gotta check that shit out, because when I was checking live, the reports weren't that much coming in. And we've already lost 5 people. That this thing has definitely created problems up and down the coast, and is going to continue to create problems. And that the burn scar, the wildfires, the areas that caught on fire, right there's San Diego, like here's Los Angeles, and the Malibu areas like over here, and that caught on fire, and then the parts over here caught on fire. And so it was almost like 2 vents. And this is where I don't want to argue with people. I have like 2,000 videos where I've broken the shit down frame by frame. Sometimes I told a joke over it, but the information was still there. And that you had a hotspot come out by Malibu, and then you had that hotspot come out by Paradise, and they came out like in a vampire fang bite, like boom boom, and they both started smoking really fast. And so those areas, you know, for the last 2.5, 3 years, and I've been saying, oh, okay, if it is volcanic activity, Mother Nature will follow it with rain really fast, or you can get one before the other. And so now we're getting a lot of really fast, anomalous rain to the 2 areas where the big wildfires were. And that if you can literally, everybody likes to think that they're Isaac Newton or Einstein and put it all together. And then they're like, hey, by agreement, we're all Einstein or Isaac Newton because we all agree on this shit. I'm like, well, no, man, you know, like the planets, here you go, the lineups, when I'm talking about like how I can at least get a better idea and handle on things. That these planets have always been around, the stars have always been around, the moon, which causes the tides, the atmosphere, which is a moving process. Somehow this is all a big magical crystal moving process of life. And and so when the gas giants are on the same side, the bigger planets, because we have an inner solar system and an outer solar system, and they are giant compared to us. Like, you can almost see planetary stamps in the mean sea level pressure. Like, here's one, here's another, there's another. And so the mean sea level pressure points always take on these planetary shapes, and then weird, like, artistic shapes, like hieroglyphics. And that definitely looks like a little shuttle spaceship. See it? And that looks like a... But you can see your own things, like in the clouds. But there's a serious problem. I mean, it's a challenge, definitely. And we don't know what it is doing. Oh. And yeah, the energy is so wild. I'm going to jump right ahead. But so I don't know what's going on. That giant storm that just is rolling up the coast is now going to roll back towards the Aleutian Islands. See? And it breaks into like four little... I've never seen this shit before, man. It seems more modular than usual. Like, see how many little lows are? There's like 8 lows there, bro. And so the runs a night ago weren't doing this. But the lows are staying low. And so who knows? But I know by looking at the data, talking about building a wall is stupid. This is why I've been talking about building super cities in safe places since at least 2014, 2015. But we gotta stop having the best ideas be saved in the vault, like DVDs to laser discs, VHS tapes, like maximize profit. The maximize profit days are over. Brexit don't know what to do. Our nation is $23 trillion in debt. Talking about building a wall is the best plan for a pyramid type scheme for retirement funds and health insurance. Like, we got a lot of systems that we got to totally give a makeover to. And we can. We can adapt and adjust to all this shit. But we can't do it by doing it the old school way. People can argue. And that's like, okay, that's fine. But that's what, like, at this point, it's like, okay, then at some point, I guess, while I have multi-purposes of these next few years, then we might as well start to build our super city somewhere in a safe spot. And that the people who don't want to argue or believe that we can all work it out, then we can kick off the plan. We don't necessarily need government's help to do it. We just need people who are like, all right, you can build a city in a really safe spot together. You can design it from scratch. And the people who build it, you know, would own part of the city. And so it would be like the community team effort you would get out of everyone who came together to build the city together. It would be an amazing thing. And so everybody else ain't got to do that. They can have Gillette commercials talking about toxic masculinity. You know what I thought about the other day? You guys ever heard of Sun Tzu? Right? He wrote this book called The Art of War. And in The Art of War, he said, deception was the key to war, the foundation. And so, I don't know. All I know is Gillette came out against toxic masculinity. And I realized, holy shit, Sun Tzu suffered from toxic masculinity. But I don't know how you gotta say the whole. I still think greed. A part of it was a necessary evil during the industrial age. But also, I don't know. You get into fiat currency in the history of giant banking systems, all the way down to the Templars. It's a Harry Potter type thing. That most of the fields in science or economy have been. But I think that at some point, the majority of the time, the good has been in charge. I think. Pretty sure. And that there's always been an element of theater of war. That what was printed in the paper was never as bad. But they scared a lot of people. So yeah, we got lied to a lot. That's why when I'm talking about like the planets and shit, and your TV's been and your smartphone's been selling you some carbon. No, it's your fault. Carbon tax. What? That don't even make any sense. How's that? And then it don't prepare anybody for shit. Like, we got to prepare for these storms, and if the Earth's magnetic pole is moving, and that just means like the parts over here that used to be like cold, like the long-term weather, it's called climate of the area will change, and you gotta know which volcanoes are gonna erupt and where the weak spots are on the tectonic plates, stuff like that. But if you build up, you can do amazing things. I'm all over the place. That's fine. It's eclipse, superstorm night. I've been talking about the storm for 2 weeks. And it's bad. And they had Chris Cornell night, tribute. We've lost a lot of good musicians and comedians since the 90s, when you lost like a ray of hope from it felt like 88 to 95. It was like there's hope on earth. We're all in this together. And then Kurt Cobain died. Boom. And then Tupac and Biggie and Lane Staley and Chamberlain. And then rock and roll went through a weird phase. And then we got 24-hour media all the time. There was always a controversy somewhere. There was always it was like a tabloid. It was like I'm a Generation X kid. And so they had the National Enquirer. It was the root of conspiracy theories was the National Enquirer. And so when 24-hour cable came out, 24-hour news, it was like the National Enquirer turned into video crack, where what people really do love is the gossip on other people, where they like to watch people that are beautiful, rich, famous, and then gossip about them at the same time. Like they did it in the National Enquirer, and then when it got to 24-hour news cable, then it was nonstop. And so we've lost a lot of people. Tom Petty, Prince, Robin Williams. The list is long. Heath Ledger. Almost feels like they're animal spirits. Like when you watch them, maybe they are animal spirits in our atmosphere. It's a cool crane, man. I guess it should take breaks. Yeah, I miss Heath. He was so cool. Oh, hey, everybody. Everybody's being good. That is great. Because like I said, it's trying to be 1995 cool. 1993 cool. When there was still hope on Earth. It was okay to be a man. Eddie Vedder was a cool guy. Kurt Cobain was a cool guy. Dave Grohl is a cool guy. Oh. So yeah, you guys are bearing with me. So, because I'm watching out for the kids in Los Angeles. Because they did a Dave Cornell night. So we're going to have a Foo Fighters song break while we look at the data together. Stay if you want to. It's a boob. Oh man, it looks like I'm gonna have to work extra hard next week. What am I missing in chat? Did anybody see that? That was wild. Okay, where are we at? I'm so confused. No, I'm tripping myself out. With the data. Because shit is crazy. Eclipse season 2019. It kind of reminds me of Saturn's eye. The hexagon at the top. Flight or surf. That definitely looks like Saturn's hexagon at the top. And it looks like it has treaded that ground before. Crazy days indeed. I'm definitely going to have to work harder next week. And in my dreams. That's cool. I almost look like a fist punching up. And that looks like a goldfish. Yeah, there's something happening here. What it is, I ain't perfectly clear. We got sprites and blue lightning. So there's that. Plus, aliens and women. Though women are mad at Earthmen right now. For sure. Plus light pillars. And that does look like a boob. A2 Brute. It would be the female of Brutus. Remember Popeye? Probably not. But olive oil. Popeye and Brutus were always fighting over olive oil. Crazy times. Free will and predestiny. Here on Earth. And the planet is a complex dynamic process. And so is civilization and human relationships. But the weather looks like it is about to get super crazy. And so definitely smoke them if you got them. And be good to the ones that you love. I hope everybody loves somebody. I love you guys, for sure. But I definitely got a list of favorites. Favorite people that I've known. Hopefully I'll get to know more of y'all. But who knows? Shit has been wild. Wish everybody quit punching me in the junk, though. Unless it is aliens who just really like punching people in the junk, then I guess if they have superior technology and no moral impediment, then dang, I'm just going to get punched in the junk until I die. That seems like a shitty way to end a 3-act structure. But I don't know. They have said there have been cultures and civilizations before us who totally failed on their face and horrible shit happened. Okay, so who's going to watch the eclipse? It is the 20th. And every single time there's been a celestial event. And I've been like, oh yeah, I would love to watch that celestial event. It's a pretty girl at a cool place with little light pollution. That shit never happens. Look at the frosty stuff on the top of the planet. And those look like eyeballs spinning up in the Aleutian Island, Alaskan area. And so, I think it's Sunday night, 10 p.m. Texas time or East Coast time or one of the times. And that you will be able to see pending cloud cover, though it looks like shit is going to be cloudy, bro. But where the Earth will cover the moon. Wait, somebody covers somebody. And then, oh yeah, the Earth covers the moon. And so the moon gets no sunlight. So for X amount of time, the moon doesn't get any sunlight. And the color it glows when it doesn't get any sunlight is really cool. It's really super cool. I don't know, it just looks totally different. It's like the moon is naked, but she's beautiful naked. Ah, Luna. See, what if it's been a fight, like, the whole time? Like, civilization has been Popeye and Brutus for Luna. So, like, the Americas and then the East have been fighting over the moon since the dawn of time. Through poetry or petrochemical military industrial complex. Who knows? Women, man. They're the heart of poetry and rock and roll. And they are mad at Earthmen. That's for sure. I've already said that. Doesn't seem like I need to repeat it. But that definitely looks like a Saturn's hexagon thing. Man, I deserve vacation. We all deserve vacation, though. I should hit the button. But it's addictive hanging out here with you. Especially if you're in California. On Chris Cornell night. But, shit looks out of whack. Shit looks out of balance. Shit looks like it is tenuous at best. But, like, everybody working together was a really hard sell. You know? Like, what? Uh-oh. I'm pretty sure life in some form carries on forever. And your spirit does as well. Weird, I know. It's like an ancient machine. Sometimes programming's good and sometimes programming bad. You don't have to believe that. You can believe whatever you want. Because that's the whole thing about God is nobody can really explain God or the universe or how everything got here or how bananas are like, who made the banana trees and put water and air together. Like, think how much different society would have been if you could swim in air. Meaning, like, if you could fly, but in a low gravity kind of way, to where by, like, running 12 steps, you could fly to work, 3 miles through the air. Like, there are many different ways life could have been different, but all the processes that put together life on Earth that gave us, like, Jeeps that you could have top down, driving on the highway, or fly airplanes, or cook a meal, invent chocolate. It's just a kick-ass amazing place. And I don't know what the fuck everybody's doing. Like, it seems like people are making a lot of bad decisions on high levels. I'm like, why? I guess we'll find out soon. Okay. Yeah, this is one of the biggest storms I've ever seen. Definitely hit the West Coast. It is now 6:06 a.m. Texas time. Good morning, Vietnam. I'm your host, Planetary Defense Commander, Star-Lord New Thor 7. And we have our next float in our parade of storms that has been hitting the West Coast in our wave after wave after wave period that started with the sun and the weather right around 2012, I would guess. It's like virtual reality without the virtual. And that is going to be a whole lot of water. And that is a whole lot of water that is spraying up and down the coast. And I imagine this is causing a lot of problems for a lot of infrastructure. Because California has very hilly peaks and valleys terrain and very few roads that wind amongst them. And those burn scar areas got hit pretty hard. I mean, we're talking hundreds of thousands of acres. So what are you doing for the eclipse? And Valentine's Day. That is nuts. I don't think it... Who knows? Maybe I'm a fool to even speculate on any of this shit. That's fine. Whoa. Okay. Here's the angle we're watching from. So that dropped some heavy rain from like Porterville down to California City. And so I don't know if you could see it pulsing up as it moves down. So in the red areas before it turns to snow, it's dropping some pretty heavy rain all around the mountain, which will then carry down through the rivers and the creeks and the streams. Man, I wish I had the site that tells you up to the minute rain totals. I'll find it later. And this is all like desert. Because it looks like it really flares up with a large portion of rain Right, like, see how it does that? And so if that carries on down here, it's going to be interesting because these are the burn scar spots. And so I don't know how Oroville did. Not Oroville, but Paradise. And that's Paradise right there, somewhere around here. By Chico, up here. So I think they got hit harder earlier again. I know it's all crazy. It definitely looks like Saturn's eye. Okay, now I'm trying to read comments. Good morning, everybody. Nobody punches my junk. My junk has been untouchable. What? Hey, everybody's being cool. I love it when people are cool. Yay. God bless cool people. That'd be cool to live in a cool city with cool people. I don't even know what that is. And I avoid clicking all links. But like, this is super weird. I mean, the atmosphere is acting like she's pregnant. And so, you know, I don't know. We're a big family in this big snow globe. And so shit is going to be interesting from here. And that definitely looks like a boob. But could we see possibly volcanic activity in Hawaii? I don't even know. Part of me thinks I should take a couple days off, but I can't even afford to. Yeah, but this shit is weird. How long have I been on here? Why can't I hit the button again? Yeah, but I would love to do this with my girlfriend laying on my back, saying cool shit as well. I mean, I don't know. I haven't got to hang out with a woman in a long time. Do women still say cool shit? Do at times women still make fantastic conversation partners? Because social networking's kind of been like this. Okay.
We got two hunkies out there dressed like Hasidic diamond merchants.
Say what?
They look like they're from the CIA or something.
What they want to eat?
The tall one wants white bread, toast, dry, with nothing on it.
Elwood.
And the other one wants 4 whole fried chickens and a Coke.
And Jake, shit, the Blues Brothers. Hi, Jake.
Matt!
Hi, Elwood.
What are you doing?
How you doing? How was Joliet?
Oh, it's bad. Thursday night they serve a wicked pepper steak.
Can't be as bad as the cabbage rolls at the Terre Haute Federal Pier.
Or that oatmeal at the Cook County Slammer.
Oh, they are all pretty bad.
Matt, me and Elwood, we're putting the band back together. We need you and Blue Lou.
Oh, man. Don't talk that way around here. My old lady, she'll kill me.
Ma'am, you gotta understand that this is a lot bigger than any domestic problems you might be experiencing.
Matt, what the hell is he talking
Yeah.
Don't get riled, sugar.
Don't get roused, sugar me. Now, you're not going back on the road no more. And you ain't playing in them old two-bit sleazy dives. You're living with me now. And you're not gonna go sliding around with your old white hoodlum friends.
But, babes, this is Jake and Elwood, the Blues Brothers.
The Blues Brothers? Shit. They still owe you money, fool.
Ma'am, would it make you feel any better if you knew that what we're asking Matt here to do is a holy thing?
You see, we're on a mission from God.
Don't you blaspheme in here. Don't you blaspheme in here. Now, this is my man. It's my restaurant. You two are gonna just walk right out that door without your dry white toast, without your 4 fried chickens, and without Mad Guitar Murphy.
Now, you listen to me. I love you, but I'm the man and you're the woman, and I'll make the decision concerning my life.
You better think about what you're saying. You better think about the consequences of your actions.
Oh, shut up, woman.
You better think about what you're trying to do to me, yeah. Think, that your mind gonna let yourself be free. Let's go back, let's go back, let's go way on back, queen. I didn't even know you couldn't have been too much more than I ain't no psychiatrist, I ain't no doctor with degrees. It don't take too much IQ to see what you're doing to me. You better think about what you're trying to do to me. I don't think that your mind gonna let yourself be free. Oh, freedom, 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 oh, freedom. Hey, think about it. You think about it. Ain't nothing you could ask I could answer you without. But I was gonna change that night if you keep doing things I don't. Hey, think about what you're trying to do to me. Baby, think that your mind gonna let yourself be free. People walking around every day playing games and taking scores, trying to make other people lose their mind. Well, be careful you don't lose yours. Yeah, think about what you're trying to do to me. Yeah. That your mind gonna let yourself be free. You need me, and I need you. Without each other, ain't nothing either can do. Yeah. Think about it, baby. To the bone now. Think about it right now. Oh, freedom, 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 yeah, freedom, nothing you could ask I could answer you without. But I was gonna change I'm not if you keep doing things I don't. Hey, think about what you're trying to do to me. Think that your mind gonna let you be free. You need me, and I need you. Without each other, ain't nothing we can do. Yeah, think about it, baby. To the bone now. Think about it, baby. Yeah, right now. But evening.
Let's boogie.
Well, go ahead, damn it.
Yeah, rock and roll is important. Okay, there's that storm. Somebody should be getting power outage totals or something. Whoa. Shit. I just violated policy. Dang. Well, that was fun. I guess. Okay, so everybody stay cool. I'll be back if I can.